for this project, you will need any type of yarn. I'm just using these 3 colors. You will need a hook. I'm using a size 4, a pair of scissors, and a yarn needle, and anything round, so you can even use a hair tie or a keychain ring, but today I'm just going to be using this metal ring. To begin, grab your yarn. I'm using 2 strands at the same time so it's thicker, and make a slip knot. So make a loop like this, go into it, grab the yarn and pull, and that's your slip knot. Grab whatever you're using for the circle and your hook, go into the circle, go into your slip knot and tighten it. Pull it through the circle, yarn over, and pull. So now you've attached it to the circle. And now we're going to chain 1 like this, and we're going to make double crochets all across until we come back here. So yarn over, we're going to hold on to this back piece here as we go. So yarn over, go into the circle, yarn over again, and pull up a loop like this. So you have 3 loops on your hook, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through 1 and 2. Now you have 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through all the way. So that's your double crochet. Again, yarn over, go into the circle, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, 1, 2, yarn over, and pull through all the way. So we're going to continue these double crochets all across until you reach the end, and I will show you how to continue from there. And you can just push them down as you go to make it tighter. So I ended up making 40 double crochets all around, and now I'm going to make a slip stitch on the second chain. So 1, 2, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, and pull through all the way. And that's your slip stitch. After the slip stitch, I'm going to start chaining the length that you want your loop to be. So 1, 2, 3. So I ended up making 20 chains, and now I'm going to go back into that same stitch right here, go back in, yarn over, pull through, and make a slip stitch. So pull through all the way like so. Now I'm going to chain 1 to fasten off and pull the yarn and cut it off, and you can just pull on it, and now you're left with this. So for the ends, you can grab your yarn needle and put it through, and we're just going to hide the yarn in the back. So I'm just going to go through these back loops right here. And you can grab your scissors and just cut it off. To start the white, we're going to make a slip knot on this as well. So make a slip knot, grab our wreath, and I'm going to start from the first chain here. You can start anywhere honestly, but I'm going to start here. So insert your hook, insert into your slip knot and tighten it, and I'm going to bring that in like this and chain 1. From here, I'm going to skip this next chain right here, and I'm going to go into the second chain right here, making 3 double crochets. So yarn over, go into not this one, skip this one, go into the next, yarn over, pull up a loop, so you have 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your first double crochet, and again yarn over into that same stitch, pull up a loop, and that's your second double crochet, and the last one into the same stitch, so that's 3 double crochets in that one stitch. To continue, we're going to skip the next stitch and go into the next. So insert, yarn over, and make a slip stitch. So go through all the way, like so. And from here, we just repeat the same thing. So skip the next stitch, yarn over, and make 3 double crochets into the second stitch. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Now again, we skip the first stitch here and go into the second and make a slip stitch, like so. And we repeat the same thing. So skip the next and make 3 double crochets into the second, so it should start looking something like this. You have scalloped edges, and just continue to do this all the way around until we meet back here. Now I've reached this end and I can still squeeze one more in. So I'm just going to hold this back and I'm going to make the last edge. So that's 1. So once you complete the last double crochets, instead of skipping the next chain, I will just make a slip stitch onto that first chain. Make a slip stitch. And you can finish here, but I'm just going to make 2 chains from here. So 1, 2. And I will go across to the very first stitch here and make a slip stitch here as well. To fasten off, I will just chain 1, pull the yarn and cut it off, and pull it out. Grab your yarn needle, and we can just hide it in the back and just go through the backs of these white stitches here. And I will just cut it off and do the same with this piece. You can weave it in this way or this way and just cut it off. Now to put the bow in the middle here, we're going to grab our red yarn and make a slip knot again. And we're going to start chaining. And there is no right amount of chains for the bow. It just depends on how big or small you want your bow to be. So I'm going to stop here. I've made 35 chains and I'm just going to cut off this yarn right here. And just pull on it to tighten it. So you want to take your chains and make it into a bow. So make 2 loops and just make a knot. And now you just want to adjust it until you like how it looks. And you can cut off these end pieces right here. And the other one as well. You want to take red yarn and your yarn needle and just put through. And I'm going to go in from the back of the wreath like this. and come out. And I'm going to grab the bow from the back, like so, and pull. Like this. I'm going to go back in a few times just to secure the bow in place. Like this. I'll come back out. Go back into the bow again. And pull. Like so. And now we can start going down. So I'm going to go through these double crochets that we made. I will count maybe 4 or 5 at a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll go into the 5th one, like so, and pull through. And then again, there's no right number, you just choose however you want it to look. So I'll just do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just so it looks even, like that, and pull. And once you get here, I'm just going to go back through the wreath. You can just tie these two together. And just weave it through these green spots right here.